Okay, everybody. Balkan 832 here. It is time. Dorohedoro. Welcome to chaos. This episode was insane. Well, we finally get to see the boss and his face. Now, okay. To dissect this, it is literally impossible for me to explain the boss of the Cross Eyes. It's impossible. Without going into major spoiler territory. Because you take a look at what the boss looks like, you notice he looks like somebody else. He looks like Ayakawa. And I did some research. Kaiman, Ayakawa, the little kid that the professor was talking about in the previous episodes, with the flashback in the hole, and Kai have these two letters in their name. A. I'll let you divulge that whole business. Well, basically, this episode was... It was the best. 10 out of 10. This was insane. So basically, we split it in two. We have Mosh Pit and Cross Eyes are in the news. So basically, what happens is this: Shin and Noi confront the other Cross Eyes, Doga and the other guys, and they get massacred. It's a bloodbath. It's like ripping off arms. Shin slices them to cross-eyed mincemeat, cutlets, how you want to call it. Now, they find Ian's head, and basically what had transpired, the boss removed Ian's devil. All sorcerers, this is how Dorohedoro works, have a devil inside of their head. It's like this tumor devil or something. And what ended up happening was he removed it, and I believe put it in himself. Because once he makes his appearance again in front of Shin and Noi, he's able to use Ian's magic, which is basically turning people into mushrooms. Now, he's able to do this, but before he can give the killing blow, here comes Curse. Now, if you don't know, Curse is basically the alter ego. If I can find his freaking name. Of, what the frick is his name? Alright. Risu. Right. Not Ibisu, Risu. So, and he comes in, Curse, and he's about to kill the boss. While this is happening, Noi and Shin just disappear. We get an explanation later on that. It looks like Curse is going to kill him. But also within the vicinity of the area is Professor Kasakabe, Johnson, shocking. I love that roach. And his wife, who is a devil. The wife decides to sing. That's problematic. Curse is unable to get the deed done. Risu jettisons from the building, and they give the blades. The boss shows up, and everybody sees him. Other Cross Eyes, and he gives them his sword, his knives, and then we finally see his face. Now, if you take a look at the boss's face, and you take a look at Ayakawa, you'll notice something. They look like the same person. I could be wrong, but I read the manga, and I can tell you right now, they look exactly the same person. I found out a spoiler of what is really going on, and it's insane. It explains a good amount of what really is going on here. Now, I can't go into details of this because it's spoiler heavy. It's really spoiler heavy. We're nowhere near an explanation because it's way deep in the manga. I would say where I'm at, which is basically volume 20. It gets more or less, to a certain extent, even though it doesn't really get explained, you get an understanding of what is meant here. So, it seems like the Iin family has been defeated. Now, the rest of the episode focuses on Curse and Ayakawa and the cross eyes. Now, Dobuga explains to one of the cross eyes that Risu was attacked and killed by the boss. And he got turned into Curse, and he cursed the boss. So that's the logistics of it. And that's why the boss has these spilling out this black goo, which is kind of a whole mantra on another topic. Now, we see the cross eyes, they're rich now, and they're living it up in Iin's mansion. And we do get a tidbit with Ayakawa. He's eating ramen, he leaves, he goes screwing around with the school, causing trouble, blah, 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 blah. He eventually finds Risu. He's trying to make amends, he's trying to help him because he got really banged up, and he's going to make food for him. And then we see this evil face look on Risu. Because obviously Risu is cursed now, and he's trying to kill the boss. And Ayakawa kind of looks like the boss. Now, the other part of this is we get to then see Noi and Shin before we get introduced to this character. Here's the funny thing. I don't think it was even fucking mentioned. Not once about this character. I could be wrong because the anime decides to show scenes of this guy, but I don't think he was acknowledged, and the reason for that is simple. His magic ability is turning into invisible. That's what he does. He turns invisible. So he basically turned Shin and Noi invisible and brought them to this other location. And his name's Shota, and basically he says how the only person who knew of existence was Iin, but... So, what on happening is Shin's in a bad way. He's completely mushroomed. Noi spills her smoke on him and kisses him and injects him full of smoke, and he's back to good. And that's basically where we're left off in this episode. Now, I should mention, there's 2 episodes left. And here's the thing. I believe there's 2 episodes left. Yeah, 2 episodes left. Now, the thing is, by my count, they're on volume 13. And by the way they're going, they're probably going to get through, well, not through, but they're probably going to hit volume 14. That's huge. Because there's not a lot left after that. Because you got to figure, okay, volume 14, right? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 6 volumes. And then after that, there's only 3 more volumes. But I should let everyone know here, volume 23 is hefty. Got a lot of chapters in it. But that was the episode. I thought it was balls. It was... Mappa went balls deep in this. There's even a scene with Risu and Curse. Oh my god, it was so chaotic. You see Ayakawa, he's melting. They did a really, really, really great job with the animation. I'm so impressed of what Mappa is doing here. Because when you look past the Kaizens and anything else they do, this to me is a gem. It is a crusted 100% gore gem that they've presented to the world, in my opinion. It's just like you can't get any higher than this. But unfortunately, we only got 2 more episodes. No. But that's what we're looking at here. I think we're probably gonna end this on a cliffhanger. I want to say. Who knows? But it does feel like we're not gonna get any kind of when we end season 2. It's probably gonna end where something on Ayakawa, might be something on Nakaido, and nothing's really going to come to fruition. Because from this point on, it's a series of events of things that happen with Nakaido, things that happen with Ayakawa, the Yin family, the whole gamut. But let me tell you something. Now that I kind of am piecing together this puzzle in regards to the boss of the Cross Eyes, I'm floored by it. Because if you really examine this character who the professor saw, you begin to realize what's really going on here. And it's... But that's all I got for you guys. Bankai Night 22. So yeah, 2 more episodes. Oh boy. But no frets. We still got Wistoria. So there's that to explore. But that's all I got for you guys. I will see you guys later. Peace out.